Are you really?
My wife came down with me and helped with driving. She's waiting for me.
Good. I'm glad you won't be by yourself then. Because it'll be late when you get back. But you'll be back.
We should be back at midnight, I hope. I hope we'll be out here at 8:30.
The session won't last too long. Well, I asked Ronnie. Is this going to be
She's a good wife. I know. There's just something you just have to do. Not bad. I left down there about 2:30. It's not a big deal, you know, like you think. Part of it. Yep. Not yet. Not yet. We've established a non-profit corporation. No, we haven't. We're trying to put it up on every day. No, it's privately owned. No, we'll own the diamond. Yeah, we're buying it. We're raising the money, but that's fine. Where did they buy the from? Where were they bought in you last night when they were on the phone? Yeah, where were you at? Oh, Yeah, I'll wait outside.
They screwed with fun a little bit there today, asking me to go on Tuesday. Hey, Tom. How you doing? Good. Wherever they want to be, I'm for it. How you doing? You know, Rick, well, no, it was Steve and his kid around.
But as it stands now, this is current overall does comply. It does comply. All respect. This is still an investment. What we like about our new process we're using now, the payments are staged based on you having the taxable values in place. We get some kind of audit or something.
Ed, he's telling us to take he understood.
We have no control over that. They don't get fruit for it.
He asked for 2 months.
But tax value, tax value in place, the statute. The assessed valuation of funds which eligible with taxes are levied.
If we could leave.
Assume he's ready. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Good evening. We will call the Burlington City Council July 15th, 2014 meeting to order. We'd like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you here tonight and also like to remind you to silence all your electronic devices. This time we call on Councilmember Bob Ward for tonight's invocation.
Please join me in a moment of silence, please. Thank you.
Amen. At this time, the first item on the agenda is the recognition of the Eagle Scouts. This time we'd recognize Mr. Tom Steele.
You want me to come around the side? Y'all want to come down?
I will come down and help you, and then at the we'll have a group picture with all at the end, if that works for you. Okay.
All right. Yeah, now it is.
Okay, very good. Well, good evening. I'm Tom Steele. I'm the chair of the Alamance District Eagle Board, and I'd like to thank the mayor and the council for having us here tonight to give us the opportunity to recognize these young men and their accomplishments here in the community. Alamance County can boast 35 Eagle Scouts over the past year, and I believe we have 15 of those who planned to be here with us tonight. So I want to tell you a little bit about each one. The first is Ryan Martin Allshouse. He's a member of Troop 65 at Saxapaw United Methodist Church. and his project was the installation of an outdoor exercise equipment facility for Graham Parks and Rec, and he is the son of Melody and Eric Allshouse. Then Councilman Butler's son, Nathan James Butler, kind of a special thing to have here. Nathan is a member of Troop 17 at First Presbyterian Church. He built birdhouses for the Coronado Senior Center, and Kim and Jim Butler obviously are his parents. Then we have Samuel Wesley Collins, who's also a member of Troop 17 at First Presbyterian. His project was landscaping at Willowbrook Park, and his parents are Wes and Lynn Collins. And then we have Joshua Michael Cutlip, a member of Troop 65 at Sachs Paul Methodist Church. His project was landscaping at Bethel United Methodist Church, and he's the son of Brian and Lee Cutlip. Then Jonathan Dang, a member of Troop 144 at Belmont United Methodist Church. His project was picnic tables for the Career Technical Center, and he is the son of Dennis and Heather Dang. I guess maybe Jonathan wasn't able to get here after all. Marcus Daniel Davenport, member of Troop 51 at Elon Community Church. His project was a tool shed for the community garden at First United Methodist of Elon. He is the son of Randy and Debbie Davenport. Then we have Andrew Stephen Hall, likewise a member of Troop 51 at Elon Community Church. His project was a nature trail for the Western Alamance Middle School, and he's the son of Gary and Lorraine Hall. Then Trebor Marquis Hamilton, a member of Troop 52 at Hallfields Presbyterian Church. His project was a wheelchair ramp for Reston and Mebane. He's the son of Robert and Kendra Hamilton. And next we have Lanning Knox Honeycutt, member of Troop 39 at Macedonia Lutheran Church. His project was a memorial garden for Western Alamance High School, and he is the son of Craig and Amber Honeycutt. Then we have Samuel Greg Miller, member of Troop 182 at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and his project was benches at the Ruby Farrington Community Garden in Burlington. He's the son of Jason and Sarah Miller. Then we have Nicholas Wayne Nelson, member of Troop 144 at Belmont United Methodist Church. He built birdhouses and benches at Beth Schmidt Park in Elon, and he is the son of Jeff and Cindy Nelson. Alexander Rohrhurst Peter is a member of Troop 51 at Elon Community Church, and he did a Veterans Memorial at Macedonia Lutheran Church. He is the son of Alex and Liz Peter. Then we have Tyler Schomburg of Troop 51 at Elon Community Church, and he built picnic tables for Newland Elementary School, and he is the son of Scott and Debbie Schomburg. We have Ian MacArthur Shepard, a member of Troop 182 at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and his project was bike racks at our Burlington Recreation and Parks, son of Nick and Denise Shepard. And we have also Tanner Nance Slaughter, a member of Troop 51 at Elon Community Church. He did flagpoles at Western Alamance High School and is the son of John and Beth Slaughter. Congratulate all these young men for me. Thank you very much. The other scouts that earned the rank of Eagle this year who were not able to join us tonight are Hunter Reed Abner, William Michael Adams, David Nathaniel Atkinson, Jonathan David Barber, Davis Bradshaw Budd, Timothy Isaiah Morgan Facemeyer, Jason Wayne Ford, Jansen Mitchell Hanlon, Samuel Luke Huffines, John Ange Black Kernodle, John Francis Kropchak III, Quentin David McMichael, Patrick Alexander Mitchell, Ethan Taylor Utz, Gabriel Lawson Parks, Thomas Alexander Perry, Austin Shane Philippi, Kendall Jansen Simmons, Bryce Jason Tucker, Robert Francis Weber Jr. So we have a good year. That's everybody. Thank you all for your support of Scout. We got somebody, oh, Mr. Facemeyer is here. Okay. I'm sorry we didn't recognize you as being here. Come on up and get your certificate, if you will. Thank you. Hiding in the back. Amen corner. All right. Well, Again, as Eagle Board Chair, I'm very proud of each of these young men. I'm an Eagle Scout, and I'm proud to be an Eagle Scout, even at my age. So congratulations to you and your family, and I think the mayor wants to get pictures of all of you that are here. So come on up and do that. Thank you. Want me to help you move that?
It's on wheels.
Is it? All right.
Good job.
That was a good idea.
Make sure your faces are out from behind the person in front of you. Like that person in the back there. Those two in the back. You. We can't
Question is, can you see Mayor Pro Tem Humphrey?
All right, make sure your faces. We can't see your face.
Oh, yeah.
Smile and give the parents a chance to take pictures. Cheese, cheese, cheese. One more for this. Smile.
Can we squeeze in just this much, just a little towards each other? Okay.
Pull your face out from
Mr. Fawcett. Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Yeah, it did. If I hadn't had it, it wouldn't have seen me.
Not like that. No, back to wearing shorts up there. Wearing shorts. Thanks, Tom.
Tom, good to see you, my friend.
I'm good to see you, my friend.
Best call.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Catch you, bud.
I'm
Tell Bert to leave the door. Tell Bert to leave. It's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. Leave the doors open.
I know I'm in the fire said tonight we don't have anything on public transportation tonight.
Yeah, I know, none of that. Evidently, the word didn't get out. Clean road for us since we could afford it this time.
They got the email. Huh? They got the email.
That's what it's here for.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is recognition as well for outgoing boards and commission members. Recognize the outgoing members who have served the maximum of 3 full 3-year terms. At this time, we'd recognize Mr. Charles Carter.
time now. We got free time now, Carter. This card.
Mr. Jennings Chandler, Burlington Housing Authority, 2005 to 2014. Congratulations, sir.
Chance, thanks. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Next is Mr. John Maynard, Recreation and Parks Commission, 2005 through 2014.
Time for the Red Cross.
Thank you. Thanks, John. Thank you.
To all three, thank you very much for your service to the city. Now that you have some free time, we have other commissions that you can serve on as well. So don't hesitate to sign back up for more. This time, the next item on the agenda is the Code of Ethics. This time, we'd recognize City Clerk Renee Ward. Ms. Ward.
Members of council, it is my responsibility to remind you of your duty to avoid conflicts of interest in matters that are before us. At this time, I ask if there are any potential conflicts concerning tonight's agenda items.
None.
I will be asking to recuse myself on the last one.
Next item is approval of minutes, June 17th, 2014, City Council meeting.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes as written.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Adoption of the agenda.
We adopt the agenda.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Consent agenda. These items are typically non-controversial. If anyone has any questions about the following items, please let us know. Item 1A, to adopt an ordinance approving the following Traffic Commission recommendations. To approve a 50-foot loading zone on the northeast side of East Market Street from a point 155 feet southeast from the center line of North Main Street to a point 205 from the same. To approve a 25-mile-per-hour speed limit for Harriet Drive. To approve a 25-mile-per-hour speed limit for Hillcrest Avenue. To change the existing 1-hour parking to a 2-hour parking for South Main Street from Maple Avenue to Front Street. To approve stop signs at the following locations: Armfield Avenue western approach to Charlotte Lane southern approach to Bedford Street. To approve yield signs to be changed to stop signs at the following locations: Truett Street, southwestern approach to Forestdale Drive; Bedford Street, southwestern approach to Forestdale Drive; Amherst Avenue, northern approach to South Fairway Drive; southern leg of Fox Run Road, southwest approach to Kia Street; Dorset Street, southern approach to Hawthorne Lane. B, to approve the following City of Burlington mission statement to be used as part of operations. City of Burlington is dedicated to providing high-quality municipal services within our diverse community in a friendly, professional, and efficient manner in order to promote the safety, health, and quality of life of residents and employees. C, to reschedule the August 5th, 2014 City Council meeting to August 4th, 2014, to cancel the August 4th, 2014 work session due to National Night Out activities. D, to approve an agreement with the City of Burlington, Alley, Williams, Carmen, and King Incorporated for inspection and plan review services on as needed basis. E, to approve the 2014-15 Community Housing Development Agreement between the City of Burlington and Alamance County Community Services Agency Incorporated. F, to adopt a resolution authorizing the filing of applications with the Federal Transit Administration. G, to approve an addendum to the contract between the City of Burlington and Mobility Solutions Unlimited, LLC, to provide for planning and administrative services for the recently approved transit system. H, to authorize a settlement claim for Clifton and Shirley King in the amount of $25,000 for a wrongful entry of a residence. I, to approve a final plat for New Covenant United Holy Church, properties located north of Apple Street as shown on plans by Donnelly Robertson Land Surveying dated May 27, 2014 and containing 2 lots. To approve J, to approve a final plat for Holly Hill LLC, the properties located west of Huffman Mill Road and north of Ann Elizabeth Drive as shown on plans by Triad Land Surveying dating May 13, 2014 contains 1 lot. Budget amendment 2015-1 CDBG home program loan repayments. That is spelled out in your agenda. L, Budget Amendment 2015-4, Recreation, PTCOG, and MIPPA, Outreach Funding, spelled out in your agenda. B, M, Budget Amendment 2015-5, RICO Appropriations, spelled out in your agenda. N, Budget Amendment 2015-6-2013-2014, projects carried forward, spelled out in your agenda.
I move we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Got a motion, second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Mayor Wall, we have a Boy Scout who has just gotten here, and if we could recognize him.
Absolutely. Jonathan Dang.
Yes.
Jonathan's a member of Troop 144, Belmont United Methodist, and for his community service project, he built picnic tables for the Career Technical Education Center. His parents are Dennis and Heather Dang. I
Congratulations.
think we'll let you just step forward, Mr. Dang. Make it easier on both of us. Congratulations. Thank you for your hard work. I guess we could Photoshop that picture, put him in there, this day and time. Unfinished business. 2, a public hearing has been continued to consider a rezoning from R15 Residential District to CB Conditional Business District for the use of a unified business development and CNO and I conditional office and institutional district for uses specified from the table of permitted uses under office and institutional zoning with the exception of boarding houses and veterinary offices. The property is located east of University Drive, south of South Church Street, and west of Huffman Lane as shown in Alamance County Plat Book 76, page 238. An invalid protest petition has been received. This is continued from June 17th, 2014 City Council meeting. This time we recognize Ms. Nelson. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor and Council. Just as it was presented to you last month, this item has the recommendation of both staff and the Planning and Zoning Commission. Mr. Lawson Brown is here to represent the applicant and speak to the matter.
Welcome, Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Mayor, members of the council. As I had indicated in a letter to Mr. Owen on Friday, we would like to set this over until the August 19th session. We would ask for the 5th, but you are not meeting on the 5th, you're meeting on the 4th, and I am city attorney for Mebane, and we meet on the 4th, so we're asking for the 19th. Mr. Kalo and I and his clients and my clients met with the entire staff about the water sewer issue, which is something that the neighbors are having a meeting about on this Thursday, and just vacation schedules, those sorts of things. I think we're getting very close to hopefully putting a bow on this and making everyone happy or satisfied anyway.
Okay.
Move we continue the matter to the August 19th.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Public hearing 3. A public hearing has been scheduled to consider amending zoning ordinance text section 32.9 table of permitted uses and 32.13 special use regulations. This time we recognize Ms. Nelson again. Ms. Nelson.
Thank you. Mayor and Council, this is a use that has been requested numerous times over the past couple of years, and we haven't had anything in our ordinance to address it. Many cities across the country have it as an allowed use. It has the recommendation of the staff as well as the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Any questions for Ms. Nelson at this time?
I got one question, Mayor. It was not unanimous, there was it?
No, sir.
What was the concern about it, if anything?
One of the council members wanted to put time limitation on the time that the animals are able to be at the location of the facility, but it's really not necessary because we have not allowed for overnight boarding. and the rest of the commission didn't feel that it was necessary to put any time limitations on due to that.
Okay, I know it carried 6-1, so
Yes, sir.
I was just wanted to know if there was, what the concern was, so.
Yes, sir.
No further questions, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Any other questions from council? Okay, this is a public hearing. Anyone on this side that would like to speak? Anyone on this side that would like to speak?
Move to close the public hearing.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Move we amend the zoning ordinance text of 33.9 as read, or as written.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
I move that the city council find that the zoning text amendment is consistent with the city of Burlington's comprehensive land use plan, and this action is reasonable in the public interest, and that the amendment is compatible with the current land use practices.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 4, a public hearing has been scheduled to consider a request to permanently close Henley Street between Carriage Loop to the end. This time we recognize Mr. Rue.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members of council, on June 3rd, the City Council declared its notice of intent. City Council pull this map up here for you so you can see where this is. Hensley Street is a section of unopened road from Carriage Loop to the end. As you can see, it's a 200-foot stub section that basically stubs into this larger track that has access from Lower Hopedale Road. There are only 2 adjoining property owners. June 3rd, the City Council declared its notice of intent to close Hensley Street. This has full staff approval. The advertisements for the closing have been noticed as per general statute, and all property owners have been sent registered mailings for the closing intent.
Any questions for Mr. Rue? This is a public hearing. Anyone on this side that would like to speak? Anyone on this side that would like to speak?
Make a motion, we close the public hearing.
Second.
Got a motion, second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Move we approve the request to permanently close Hensley Street.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 5, a public hearing has been scheduled to consider an economic development project agreement with CS Carolina Incorporated. This time we'd recognize Mr. Owen. Mr. Owen.
Mr. Mayor, members of council, this is an economic incentive request being made tonight by CS Carolina Incorporated, and I think representing them, we have Mr. I.T. Chu here, who is will be speaking to you all, and also have a PowerPoint presentation to give you some background on his company and what his intentions are if he's able to move to our community. So, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and the member of council, for a great opportunity to present our project. And I would like to introduce our company first. Okay, we are CS Group, established back in 1964 from Korea. We are specialized in polyester and nylon synthetic yarn producing, and then we've been in this business for 50 years. We still have operations in Korea, California, and can you flip? Yeah. And CS stands for Chilsung. I'm sure everybody's familiar with the Samsung. Samsung actually means 3-star. The Chilsung means 7-star. So we have pride that we're more than double the better company than Samsung. And we would like to make it much worse than Samsung means to this city. And so we currently have operations in California and Swessonville, also El Salvador. And we would like to present our new project to expand in city of Burlington. And it will be a great opportunity for us to expand and help Made in USA products and create more jobs for the city. Okay, that's introduction of our company. And I already mentioned that we produce polyester and nylon yarn for many different industry. For apparel, upholstery, automotives, industrial home furnishing. Our yarn goes into many other industry. And next is, it's basically showing our geographic locations. We're a global company, and we're not big, but we would like to create a meaningful company for the country and the local community. Next. We currently have 65 full-time employees in the U.S., and we produce about 24 million pounds per year for our customers to create many different kind of application fabrics. And we started U.S. operations since 1997, and we have broad range of customers in the U.S. they would like us to expand and be a partner with them going forward. Already shared about we produce polyester and nylon, and then and the process I'm not going to get into detail, so let's skip that process. These are the areas that our product goes into. And apparel, industrial use, automotives, home furnishing. Then, and we have a plan to expand our operations in Burlington, and with the latest technology and latest available machines. And North Carolina is very, very favorable for us in terms of energy cost and the labor, and we would like to partner with the city and the county on this expansion. And we would like to create additional 22 jobs in this area. And our vision is to become a channel of blessing. Our company is a Christian company, and we run our company with the Christian principles. And we would like to share our blessings with our customers, suppliers, and our employees, and with the local community. And that's it. And we believe that our expansion here can bring additional investment. We can attract more investment in the area, so that this historical textile hub, the city of Burlington, can be and the state of North Carolina. We expect there's going to be more opportunity of new investment because of our new investment. It's going to attract more fabric mills and more textile industries. And for this project, we would like to partner with the city of Burlington and the county and the state. Every support helps our decision to expand in North Carolina. And we do have other options, but especially because we already have small operation in this county, and we would like to keep our people, our families of employees, and then expand right here instead of going other places. And the support from city will be very meaningful for us. So our conclusion is we are trying our best to make this project in reality. And every help from the city, county, and state will help our decision. Especially our expansion requires big capital expenditure that once we're here, we're looking at 30 years, 50 years. It's not like we're looking at 3 or 5 year and looking for other options. Our industry producing the yarn requires heavy capital investment. I mean, and at this phase 1, we have $7.1 million in investment, a new investment. So we believe we can make a meaningful company for the people here and for the community. And we would like to grow with the city of Burlington, and we would really appreciate your support. And we believe we can do this. And thank you for your time to present this project.
Questions?
I have one question, Mayor,
Yes.
and I think I know the answer, but does, the request, comply with the economic incentive policy of the city of Burlington?
Yes, sir. It's the initial investment is a proposed investment is $7.1 million. We're proposing a 2% incentive, but of course that's based on the tax value difference when it's finished, to know exactly what that means. And it also couples that with the 22 positions, so it does meet our base.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Ward, this also is an adaptive reuse of an existing facility, which has been a special point of emphasis for the council. We're pleased to report that.
This is, a very interesting facility was being used in East Burlington, was part of the Pioneer plant, BI.
Will you still continue to use your Swepsonville location?
We do not, yeah. We don't have a plan to continue Swepsonville, yeah.
Any other questions? It's a public hearing. Anyone on this side that would like to speak? Anyone on this side that would like to speak?
Close public hearing.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I move that we approve the economic development project agreement with CS Carolina Incorporated.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Excuse me. Next on the agenda is new business. Item number 6, City Council will consider a temporary closing the following streets. Thank you, sir. Following streets on September 27, 2014 from 8 a.m. until 12 midnight for the Rusty Buckets 4th Annual Downtown Fundraising Event. Davis Street from Spring Street to Wolf Street, Main Street from Maple Avenue to Front Street. This time we'd recognize our good friend Angie Ball. Miss Ball, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mayor and City Councilmen. I'm here today to request another street closure for another great event in downtown Burlington. This year we hold our 4th annual barbecue, which will be October 27th, with all proceeds going to the Alamance County Sertoma Club. Just requesting a street closure between 8 a.m. in the morning to 12 at midnight to allow setup and cleanup times. I have spoke with Lisa Wolf for the event applications. We've discussed a few things on that, and we're doing pretty good with all that to come with compliance to make sure all that's done and what we need to do.
Questions for Ms. Ball?
Is it October or September?
Oh, September. I'm getting close to my birthday on that. I'm getting excited. Yeah, sorry, September the 27th.
Any other questions for Ms. Ball?
Angie's our first real applicant to go through the new process with the bench process downtown. So she's not our guinea pig, but we're working with her to get through this process, as we as the council put a significant amount of time on to adopt that resolution that works through Parks and Rec. So
Yeah.
we appreciate your efforts.
Yeah, I've talked with her today to try to get a few things that we're used to doing that require a little bit more attention. So, but we're working together and making sure we get everything in order, make everybody happy. So, any other questions? If y'all are free, please come out. It's a full-day event. We have live music, good food. We all have fun. Bring a chair, bring a blanket, and enjoy.
I make a motion that we approve the temporary street closing request contingent upon the completion of the special events policy application to the satisfaction of CSTAC.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. We look forward to it.
Y'all have a good night.
Thank you. Item number 7, City Council will consider approving an amendment to the contract for professional services between the City of Burlington and Kimley Horn and Associates for the Haw River Interceptor for additional field and design work and construction administration, and to approve Budget Amendment 2015-3, Haw River Interceptor Amendment 2 is spelled out in your agenda. This time we'd recognize Mr. Bob Patterson. Welcome, Mr. Patterson.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Back in March of 2009, we contracted with Kimley Horn Associates to design a replacement of a portion of the Haw River Interceptor, as shown on this map in the pink or purple shade from the east plant, about 3,600 feet northeast up the river. And the intent of that at the time was to try to obtain the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act funding, or the stimulus funding. That project did not qualify at the time. We moved into our treatment plant improvements and are nearing completion on those, and now we're at the point where we look back at this project, and in earlier this year, Council approved an amendment to the contract to bring Kimley Horn back in, look at the design, make sure it met current requirements, environmental conditions and whatnot, and get it ready to design and bid. So we've reached that point, and the next item on the bid is that on the agenda is that we've actually bid out the project. But through the course of this, we ran into a little bit of extra work on the design. There's a 15-inch sewer outfall up near the northern end right here that at the time we decided that this would be the best time to replace a section of that line while this line is being repaired. We added that required a little bit extra design and geotechnical work. So we have a budget amendment for Kimley Horn in the amount of $85,013, part of which is for that extra design. The remaining $50,000 is for field services during construction. Primarily, our engineering department will be handling the day-to-day field inspection. This is for questions that come up during the design and some contract administration. So this time we can request the approval of the budget amendment.
Questions for Mr. Patterson?
Once the project is totally funded, is this going to be, are you going to have to put a sleeve on the entire pipe, or are you going to put a new pipe in?
We'll be, and I'll explain that a little bit in the next one. We'll be removing the existing pipe and replacing it with a new pipe. Okay, and
on that, since it was on that same text here, are you going to put be a base gravel? I think we had some we were just laying on rock before.
On the treatment plant site, the pipe that failed did not have gravel bedding. The new pipe will have, it will basically be wrapped in stone to protect it and give it a good stable environment.
Any other questions? Comments?
Move we approve the amendment to the contract for professional services with Kimley Horn for the Haw River Interceptor in the amount of $85,013.
Second.
Got a motion to second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you, Mr. Patterson. Item number 8, City Council will consider awarding a contract to Park Construction of North Carolina Incorporated in the amount of $2,861,178.13 for the Little Alamance Creek Outfall Sewer Rehabilitation Project, and to approve Budget Amendment 2015-2 Haw River Interceptor Phase 1. This time we recognize Mr. Patterson.
I noted an error in my memo. That should be for the Haw River Interceptor replacement, not the Little Alamance Creek outfall.
Okay.
Sewer rehab. The engineering department took the specifications and plans that were prepared by Kimley Horn and requested bids. We opened bids on June 26th. We had a total of 5 bids. The one bidder was non-responsive, so we opened 4. The lowest bid was by Park Construction at $2,861,178.13. We've worked with Park Construction in the past. They're a good contractor. They've done good work on several projects with the city. Engineering department has recommended that we award the contract to Park, and I concur with that. At the time we did our budget this year, Kimley Horn was still working on the plan, so we had a preliminary estimate of $2.5 million. That was the amount that was put in the budget. The engineer's estimate was, when it was finally updated and designed, was a little over $2.7 million. So, though the bids ranged quite a bit, the low bid came in right near the estimate. So with that updated cost based on the bids, we request a budget amendment of $361,178.13 and approval of the award to Park Construction.
Bob, what is the timeline?
We expect to, if this contract's awarded, the contractor would get underway probably sometime mid-August and have, I think it's a 240-day construction time frame, 8 months to substantial completion. So they would work throughout the fall and winter to replace the line.
And members of council, this is the first phase. Phase 2 and Phase 3 will follow to finish this particular line, which, as we've talked about on numerous occasions, services most of the northeastern part of the community, including portions of Elon.
Portions of Elon and Gibsonville. And Elon and Gibsonville flow to this. On the map, the yellow line would be the Phase 2 project. We're currently interviewing engineering consultants to commence the design of that process.
Any other comments?
During construction, you're going to run this thing parallel with the one that's already there? Or?
That was the original design. When we went back and looked at it, we decided that it would be a better option to put in a pump around system and remove the existing line and replace the new line essentially in place. There's a couple of places where it may vary slightly, but essentially we're removing the line, putting it back in. We'll have less rock excavation and less earth disturbance that way.
Okay.
I make a motion that we award the contract and approve the budget amendment for the Haw River Interceptor for Phase 1.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you, Mr. Patterson.
Thank you.
Next item is unfinished business continued. Item number 9, City Council will continue discussing the hiring process for a new city attorney.
Mr. Mayor, I would ask that I be allowed to recuse myself from our consideration of this matter.
Got a motion and
Second.
we got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Mr. Ray, close that door, please. Thank you. Well, obviously, council, the deadline is come and gone. We have 13 applicants, 12 from North Carolina, 1 from out of state. What's next?
Mayor, I'd like to make a suggestion. Of course, just like you said, we've received the applications. I'd like for the council to get together and review the applications and determine who will be interviewed and sort of set a schedule. I mean, I think that's where we are.
Yeah, because I think the mayor asked to pick 3 out of there, and I guess we could compare if we all have the same three, what do we have?
All right, so what you're suggesting, Councilmember Ward, is that we get together in closed session in the council to discuss.
Yeah, and just really, in effect, look at all applications, discuss it, and determine who we'll interview. You know, at that time, we decide the number of people that will be interviewed, determine a schedule, and go from there.
Any other comments from council?
No, I mean, I've spent a lot of time looking over these applications, and I think there's at least one or two that don't meet the qualifications that we set forth. So, you know, I'd like to see us, Mr. Bateman, if we could remove those from the discussion because they don't meet the initial qualifications and focus on the ones that do meet the qualifications that were posted. And then, I mean, I've vetted through these pretty significant, so I think the quicker the better because we've got a pretty tight timeline that I think we're probably a little bit behind on anyway.
Would you be considering a special meeting, members of council, or would you try to do it at the August 4th meeting? Time's growing short.
I think that, I'm sorry, say that again.
Time is growing short.
Yes.
Now, I was thinking.
You have a band who knows. Right, Charles?
Amen.
I think it just got shorter.
Do you have any comments?
I think Mr. Bateman, right, I think maybe we just need to have a meeting, not during a council session, and just go through it.
So you're saying we have a call meeting?
Yeah.
That needs to be done soon if we're going to do it that way, sooner than later, like next week. What is the timeline for the posting of the meeting? 48 hours. Can we think off the top of our head without our calendars in front of us to say one day next week, like Tuesday of next week?
I've got a real scheduling problem next week with some cases I'm involved in. If we could get into the following week, I'm going to be a little better off. I know that's pushing it out some, but I don't know. I'll have to dodge a lot of things, get a lot of things rearranged.
What about this week? Could we do it as quick as this week?
Yeah, that's Thursday's good for me.
What's the quickest we can do? 48 hours?
Does it depend on the time or day? Like whether it's
48 hours. It depends on when you
time.
post the notice, and when you call it and post the notice, yes.
You could actually, at this meeting, couldn't you, Charles, just set a time certain?
Actually, you could adjourn this meeting to a time certain and avoid all of that.
Right.
Mayor, if you need that meeting, I don't know whether you do or not, I will not be available Thursday.
Repeat what you said in the beginning, though. You said what? Adjourn?
You really don't need to call a special meeting. You can adjourn this regular scheduled meeting to a time certain. So rather than closing the meeting and adjourning, you'll be adjourning to a time certain for reconvening.
Okay.
The meeting will be a continuation of this meeting.
All right. So the earliest we could do it is Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, you could do it anytime then, because there's no notice requirement.
Okay, so then we could do Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Conflicts?
Thursday morning would be the best for me.
I'm fine with that. Thursday morning.
Can't do Thursday morning.
Thursday afternoon?
Yeah.
Thursday afternoon?
I got to be in Greensboro, and I'm not sure when
I'll try to, I can do Thursday morning. I'll see if I can't work that in.
Thursday morning, 9 o'clock right here?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys want to do?
About 8.
Good for me.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right, so Mr. Bateman, to make sure that we are following the correct guidelines and rules, what do we need to do other than just what we've stated?
At the conclusion of your business tonight, someone needs to make a motion that this meeting be adjourned until 8 o'clock Thursday morning and give the date, whatever that is.
All right. Just to make sure we understand, our goal in this 8 o'clock Thursday meeting is to review the applicants as a group of council members, and then hopefully at the end of that meeting, we can come up with at least 1, 2, 3 picks. Is that correct?
Or
4 or 5, whatever?
well, whatever.
Okay.
In other words, just meet and, make that determination,
Okay.
how many will be selected, and then hopefully we can think at that time in terms of an interviewing schedule.
Okay, so bring your calendars for Thursday.
Right.
Okay?
And Mr. Mayor, all of that should be done in a closed session.
Right.
Which is permissible.
Right.
Personnel issues.
Okay. Any other comments in reference to that before we go to public comment period? Okay.
We have to make the motion on this, right?
Not till the,
Okay, that brings us to the public comment period. First on the list, Mr. Tom Manning, in reference to public transportation. Welcome, Mr. Manning.
Thank you, Mayor Wall. Good evening, Mayor Wall, members of the City Council, Mr. Owen, Mr. Bateman. My name is Tom Manning. I come to address the Council tonight as a resident of Burlington for 35 years. I do not come in any other capacity. I'm not representing any other group of individuals, boards, or governing bodies, just me. I live at 2035 Stewart Court. I want to thank you for allowing me to speak to you this evening. I want to congratulate each of you for your recent vote approving a fixed-route public transportation system for Burlington. I realize that this decision was not made lightly. You have labored for many months on the virtues of having bus service in our community. I particularly wish to commend Mike Nunn, who spent countless hours evaluating different alternatives leading to the proposed routes currently being considered. I also wish to thank Mayor Lenny Williams and the town of Gibsonville for becoming a partner with you on this journey. In reviewing the proposed 4 routes that have been publicized for the county, it would seem very likely that the original routes to Graham and Elon may be altered to cover additional sections of Burlington, including the southeast sector of the city, as well as the Burlington campus of Alamance Community College and the Goodwill Training Center, as the route then heads into Gibsonville. I also think that the recently completed Mebane Street project lends itself well to being included in the route proposed, in the route system. I've had the opportunity to serve with several of you on various transportation boards, including the Alamance County Transportation Authority, its predecessor organization, the Alamance County Transportation System, and the Piedmont Authority for Regional Transportation. I respect very much your interest and your attention to the subject of public transportation. The reason for my visit with you tonight is to ask that you not merely consider the next steps for the implementation of a fixed-route bus system in Burlington. Yes, you must go through the steps of governance authority, obtaining funds from multiple sources, and working out the logistics to refine the route system. But I would ask you to also envision what this decision could mean for Burlington, and specifically downtown Burlington. In addition to forming a commission or authority to oversee the fixed-route bus system, I would suggest that you also create a plan for a multimodal transportation facility to be located near the downtown train station. Borrowing a concept from our friends at Elon, perhaps the formation of a North Main Uptown vision to examine the potential development around the train station would be in order. In addition to housing the hub, the local bus transportation, including its administrative offices, waiting rooms, and bus shelters, this facility could serve as the home of the existing Transportation Authority for paratransit activities, a franchise location for an intercity bus line such as Greyhound. There's no local Greyhound office in the area at this time, and perhaps a home base for our taxi service. You could consider room for a rental car agency, and I understand there's even a U-Haul dealership nearby. We are very fortunate to have a modern train station in a central location with Amtrak service connecting to cities throughout the state and the region. Consider the property bounded by the railroad tracks, North Worth Street, Ruffin Street, Hawkins Street, and Lexington Avenue. It would be an ideal location for the development of such a facility. Federal funds may be available to bridge this area with the downtown historic depot area through the construction of a walkway over the railroad tracks and Webb Avenue. Furthermore, a modern, multimodal transportation facility centered around North Main Street could spur additional economic development throughout the downtown area, and who knows, maybe even a new baseball field one day. I'm asking that you give the fixed-route bus system every opportunity to succeed. Through the coordination with other types of transportation, combined with an aggressive campaign of marketing and education to our community, I am optimistic that your efforts will be successful. I believe that as your plans develop into reality, you will be asked by the towns of Graham, Elon, and others to join the transit system so that our citizens can also travel to the university, to the courthouse area, to the main campus of the community college. as well as to connect with the existing park and ride area in Graham and other destinations in the eastern part of the county. I have brought for your review pictures of what a multimodal transportation facility could look like, as well as a map of the North Main Uptown area. I also have gifts for you from Amtrak, which I hope you will put on your desks as reminders of what we could develop here in Burlington. Finally, I wish you luck and congratulations on the next steps in developing our fixed route system. And I hope you will enjoy passing the torch to the officials in Union County, including Monroe, who will have the next dubious distinction of being the largest city in North Carolina without public transportation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manning. Next, Mr. Ben Harris. Topic, the Mayor's Maker Challenge. Welcome, Mr. Harris.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you and good evening. Ben Harris, 2319 Summers Avenue here in Burlington. I'm representing the Alamance Makers Guild and the Burlington Mini Maker Fair. If I'd come before you in 1994 at a time when the first websites were first being published and said that you would own a small phone with access to the world's knowledge, that you could manage your bank account on a Sunday while flying cross-country in an airplane, you might have thought that I was crazy. But think of all the jobs and the wealth and the opportunity that the web has created. The web is one of those great revolutions. I'm here to tell you about the next great revolution. It's called the Maker Movement. Human beings have always made things, but over the last few decades, our society has become more and more disconnected with how things are made. We've been trained to be consumers, and at the same time, we've seen manufacturing jobs go overseas or be replaced by automation. We've seen an end to shop classes, and we've seen our children focused far too much on screens, passively consuming someone else's content. I make science kits, and in 2011, I exhibited them at the Maker Fair in California. I was amazed at the experience of over 1,000 individuals and small businesses showing off items that they had made. Everything from arts and crafts to 21st century technology like 3D printers. Those 3D printers have since turned into multi-million-dollar startup companies. 150,000 people came to that event, and I knew I wanted to bring that back to Burlington. I founded the Alamance Makers Guild, and we have grown to nearly 500 followers with over 60 meetings under our belt, including 3 successful Burlington Mini Maker Fairs, bringing in as many as 4,000 visitors each. We've also connected organizations in the community, including Holly Hill Mall, Sylvan Learning Center, Habitat for Humanity Restore, the Alamance County Library System, Blessed Sacrament School, Alamance Community College, and Elon University around the notion of making. Our goal is to open a world-class makerspace here in the community. A makerspace is a shared community workshop, classroom, lab, business incubator, gallery, and store. We will support people who have things they want to make, from individual hobbyists making for fun, to students, to new business startups. Along the way, we'll continue to reach out to the community to support lifelong love of learning and support our students, parents, and teachers. The Maker Movement is something new and unique because instead of do it yourself, it really is a spirit of do it together. Makers build community, share ideas, and work together to solve problems using new technologies like 3D printing. It's a reawakening of doing what our parents and grandparents did, getting your hands dirty, engaging your brains, and solving with creativity, solving problems with creativity. The Maker Movement has received a lot of attention recently, including the first ever White House Maker Fair. I was picked as one of 16 honored Maker attendees to attend on a day proclaimed by the President as a National Day of Making. I was joined by 25 exhibitors and 30 mayors from maker communities around the nation. I was picked in part because of my actions in building community here in North Carolina and was very proud to represent Burlington at this event. In yesterday's work session, Rachel Kelly presented you with information about the Mayor's Maker Challenge. The goal of this project, with roots in the White House Maker Fair, is to foster small business and to bring manufacturing and jobs back to communities like Burlington. I and other members of the Alamance Makers Guild stand ready to work with you to help make this happen. If anyone would like to learn more, I'm available at your leisure to talk about the Maker Movement and what we've done here in Burlington further. This Saturday we have Maker Day at May Memorial Library, so a great event for kids and families, part of their summer reading program, and we have regular meetings the second Thursday of every month at the Sylvan Learning Center. Thank you for your attention.
What time is the meeting Saturday?
Saturday is from noon to 4. and will be inside and possibly outside also, weather permitting.
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Harris, Rachel Kelly will be working with you to represent the city on this.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
That brings us to city council comments. Any comments?
Mayor, I just have two quick comments. One is, I know Councilmember Fawcett and I attended one of the community outreach programs that Rehoboth Church did. Hattie King sort of headed that up, and they did a great job on Vaughn Road last Saturday, and just an excellent event. And I also wanted to add my 2 cents worth to city staff and police and fire and everyone that was affiliated with the 4th of July events. My family and I were there for most of the afternoon into the evening, and it was just absolutely as good as I can think it could possibly be.
Good. Thank you. Any other comments?
You talked about the musical chairs.
I'll let you share that story if you like.
I
didn't want to share.
I beat Councilmember Fawcett in musical chairs, and he's still upset about it.
He has youth on his side.
Just a quick note here, July pet adoption specials, half off July 18th and 19th. Call 578-0343 for more details. Also, at this point in time, we've picked up, staff has picked up over 4,000 signs, so we appreciate their hard work with that as well. Any other comments before we go into closed session?
Mayor, I'd make a motion that we do go into closed session pursuant to General Statute 143-318, 11A6, to continue the performance evaluation of our city manager.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? And I'm assuming, Mr. Bateman, after we come back in and open back up, that we'll continue.
Yes.
Okay.
Someone should make a motion to adjourn this meeting until there is one at 8 a.m.
All right.
And Mr. Mayor, if you have no objection, members of council, I'm going to leave now rather than wait for you all to come back.
All right.
That I beat him. I did win watermelon toss. Well said.
Thank you. Are you good?
I'm good, thank you. Please, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let me do that.
No dancing.
Got your own Amtrak pen and time?
Shouldn't have been, not that I know of.
guys basically, so you guys get, just like understanding the okay, the idea of building something downtown, but the plan for moving this seems kind of, I'm not into movement, I think. Yeah, well, that's cool. You probably do your own electrical work too. Are you serious? That's incredible. But anybody who stays in those beds has to answer the call when their alarm rings. That's the only catch. People would love it. People would love it.
The dye houses where they dyed the cloth, you know, and they used various chemicals and everything, and they didn't pump the waste into the river. Next time, back in those days, they didn't know any better. Well, the 68.
Make sure that front door is locked tonight before you leave. You got great article Alamance News. All right, entertainment. Entertain a motion to go back into open session. Got a motion, second. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Mayor, make a motion that we adjourn this meeting to 8 a.m. Thursday, July 17th, 2014, to hold a special meeting in closed session to review the applications and the interview process for the city attorney.
Yeah, let me make a suggestion, Mr. Butler. Just to adjourn this meeting, not to call a special meeting, has to have some legal significance. Just adjourn this meeting to a time certain.
Just adjourn this meeting till 8 a.m. Thursday, July 17th.
Second.
Got a motion, second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thursday morning at 8. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I got